She was born into fame, yet spent her whole life running from it. While the world saw her as the daughter of a Hollywood legend, she was silently writing songs in a dark room, hiding the truth no one knew. Behind Gracie Abrams's soft voice and sad songs lies a secret battle, a story of heartbreak, rejection, and a fight to be heard in a world that only saw her last name. This isn't just about music, it's about survival. Gracie Abrams's journey from an ordinary girl to a globally beloved singer is more than just a story of fame. It's filled with hidden emotions, silent struggles, and truths very few people know. You've probably seen Gracie shining on stage, but behind that glow lies a long and emotional path that many never get to see. Did you know that Gracie had to live in the shadow of fame since childhood? Her father, J.J. Abrams, is a renowned Hollywood director. But this fame wasn't a blessing for her. It became one of the biggest obstacles in her own journey. Gracie always wanted to reach hearts through her voice. Every time she tried, she was told she was just the daughter of someone famous, not her own person. So she began to write, to sing, but quietly, in her room, without telling anyone. She knew that until her art spoke for itself, people wouldn't believe in her. The silence and sadness in her early songs weren't just melodies, they were pieces of her heart. A girl surrounded by admiration on the outside, yet feeling completely alone on the inside, trying to say something the world wasn't ready to hear. Her first song, Mean It, was a reflection of a one-sided love. She loved someone deeply, but never got anything in return. She poured that pain into lyrics and sang them out loud. When that song was released, something shifted. People felt something different. Her voice didn't just sound beautiful, it touched hearts. Some listeners even say that when they hear Gracie's music, emotions surface that they didn't even know they were hiding. There's an honesty in Gracie's music, a quiet scream that sets her apart from everyone else. Her EP Minor was a project that made people feel not just her voice, but her pain. During this EP, Gracie doubted herself, cried through sleepless nights, but kept going because her words were becoming lifelines for strangers. Then came 2021, and Gracie went on tour with Olivia Rodrigo. People saw her on big stages for the first time, but instead of confidence, there was hesitation in her eyes. She was still that same girl who wrote songs alone in her room. After every show, when people cried with her lyrics, clapped for her truth, Gracie realized something had changed. Maybe now, people weren't just seeing her as someone's daughter, but as an artist in her own right. Her album, Good Riddance, was a turning point. It wasn't just a collection of songs, it was the story of breaking down and rebuilding herself. Each track is more than a melody. It's a journal entry. People often think fame is a blessing, but for Gracie, it sometimes felt like a burden. She faced constant comments on social media, some kind, many critical, but she stayed quiet. And the next day, wrote another song. Because for her, the truth mattered more than anything, no matter how painful it was to share. Gracie Abrams teaches us that a voice isn't just sound, it's a whole world. Every one of her songs carries a true story, an emotional moment, a girl fighting with herself. If you've ever listened to a Gracie Abrams song, you haven't just heard a tune, you've heard a heart speak. Her songs aren't just lyrics, they're confessions. Take Fault Line, for example. In that track, she talks about a relationship that looks perfect on the outside but is broken underneath. She gives a voice to the kind of silence that exists between two people who no longer understand each other. And in the end, all that's left is quiet heartbreak. That's Gracie's gift. She sings about things we often ignore. Her music feels like someone understands you better than you understand yourself. She's always chosen truth over perfection. And maybe that's why listeners feel so connected to her. Gracie Abrams is where she is today, not because of luck, but because of every sleepless night, every honest lyric, every tear turned into a tune. Her story isn't over. It's just beginning. Not a beginning of fame, but of a voice that has become the language of thousands of hearts. Now the question is, will Gracie continue to rule hearts with the same honesty? Or will the glitter of the industry dim her light? To find out, we'll have to wait for her next word, her next song, her next story. Because with every new creation, Gracie reveals a new secret.